Only You Satisfy. Devotional Series. Episode 10. You were the truth behind the light I chased, the open arms I never knew by name. You were the water for my thirst, the only fullness I can feel. We have been here before, these same words, this same chorus, but we are not the same people who heard them the first time. Between then and now, there has been more memory, more longing, more shimmer chased and glow called a flame, more perfume in hallways that felt like home before the feeling faded, more lanterns swaying just beyond reach, more roses offered to things that could not hold what we brought them, more pressing of longing to the window pane and swearing that this must be love for me. The chorus has not changed. We have. And that is why it hits differently now. Not as a first discovery, but as a return. As a homecoming after another season of wandering that we knew, even as we wandered, was wandering. As the truth we have been told before arriving again, not to surprise us, but to undo us. Because the second time we hear a truth we already know and still forgot to live by, it does not arrive gently. It arrives as conviction, as grief, as the hard, honest reckoning of a heart that has been shown the open arms and still went looking elsewhere. This is not easy to say. It should not be. Lord, after everything you have shown me, after every time you met me in the hollow and named yourself as the answer, after every season of your faithfulness and every moment of genuine fullness found only in you, I still looked. I still chased the shimmer. I still pressed my face to the glass and begged insufficient things to remain. I still dressed the need in roses and called it something it was not. I know better, and I did it anyway. There is a particular weight to that confession that the first chorus did not carry. The first chorus was the breaking open of a heart that had not yet fully seen. This chorus is the collapse of a heart that has seen, that knows, and finds itself on its knees anyway. Not in despair, in the honest, broken, penitent posture of someone who has run out of places to hide the gap between what they know and how they have lived. This is what the second verse built toward. Not just more longing, more informed longing. The longing of someone who has tasted the truth and still reached for the counterfeit. And that, if we are honest, is a heavier burden than simple ignorance, because you cannot unknow what you have known. You cannot unfeel what you have felt. And coming back to the chorus after everything verse 2 accumulated is not a triumphant return. It is a collapse, a giving up, a child coming home again, not for the first time, not with the fresh wonder of first arrival, but with the worn, tear-stained, I have no more arguments face of someone who has exhausted every other option and is finally, fully, out of road. And God, who values nothing more than the penitent heart, meets us here. Not with disappointment, not with the resigned patience of someone who expected better, with open arms. The same open arms the chorus has always described. Still open, still waiting, still shaped exactly for what we are bringing. You were the truth behind the light I chased. We are not announcing this anymore. We are confessing it. The difference between those two things is everything. An announcement is made from a place of composure, of having processed and understood and arrived at a conclusion. A confession is made from the floor, from the place where there is nothing left to hold on to and nothing left to prove, and the only thing remaining is the truth, spoken plainly, with whatever voice is left. You were the truth, behind all of it, behind every light I chased, even after I knew better, even after you showed me, even after I tasted what you offered and went looking for it somewhere else, because the old patterns were familiar, and the wounds were loud, and the shimmer was convincing in the moment it caught the light. You were there, behind all of it, still. The open arms I never knew by name. Here the words become prayer, not reflection, petition, not acknowledgement, cry. Lord, I see them now. The arms that were open while I was pressing my face to every wrong window. The arms that did not close when I went looking elsewhere. The arms I could have come to at any point in the wandering and found already open, already waiting, already shaped for exactly what I was carrying. I am sorry. I should have come sooner. I am here now. Every joy I have known and every pain I have carried, every moment of genuine beauty and every season of loss, every success that felt hollow at its center and every failure that drove me to my knees, every accumulated experience of a life lived in the tension between knowing God and still reaching for the shimmer. All of it has done one thing consistently, if I have had eyes to see it. It has made me need Him more, not less, more. The more life accumulates, the more clearly everything points to Him. The more I have given of myself to Him, truly given, not as an obligation, but as the overflow of a heart that has learned the hard way where fullness actually lives, the less unsatisfied I have been. Not because the longing disappears, but because it finds its proper object, because the reaching finally lands somewhere that holds. That is the testimony that only experience can produce. Not theology learned in a classroom, but truth forged in the living of a life. The shimmer and the roses and the lanterns and the window pane and the tears that are the blood of the heart, all of it wasted nothing, pointing here, to this, to Him. You are the water for my thirst. Still present tense, still now, still the living, active, immediate reality of the God who does not recede when we wander, but remains exactly where He has always been, available, sufficient, enough. And then the word the whole song has been building toward, only. We spend our lives looking for fullness. That is not the problem. The longing for fullness is real and right and placed in us by the one who is its source. We were made for it. We will not stop reaching for it. And in every shimmer, every glow, every perfume, in every hallway, we were looking for it, chasing it, hoping this would finally be the thing that filled the hollow completely. The problem was never the search for fullness. It was forgetting the only. There is fullness, real, complete, sufficient, lasting fullness. It exists. It is not a fantasy or an impossible standard or a spiritual abstraction held at a comfortable distance. It is real and it is available. And the entire journey of this song has been the story of a heart finding its way to it through every wrong direction first. But it has one source, one. Not many lights, not many arms, not many wells drawn from and combined into something sufficient. One, the only fullness, the only water that does not run dry, the only arms shaped for what we are carrying, the only truth behind every light ever chased. Only. After everything, every shimmer and every rose and every desperate swearing that this must be love for me, the heart arrives here, not as resignation, not as the settling of someone who ran out of options, as the most hard-won, experience-forged, tear-soaked declaration of truth a person can make. There is fullness, and it has one source, and I know His name. Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Psalm 73, 25-26. The psalmist did not arrive at this easily. This is the conclusion of someone who looked at everything else first, who considered the options, who watched the wicked prosper and the shimmer glow and nearly lost their footing, and then entered the presence of God and understood. Earth has nothing, not because the earth holds nothing real or beautiful or worth loving, but because beside Him, in comparison to the only fullness, the only water, the only open arms, there is nothing that comes close. Only you satisfy.